What's up everyone, I'm Carmine and you're watching another edition of Super Carmio. With the Adaptronic ECU being repaired in Australia, we're going to be doing some smaller items on the Miata today, including these delrin door bushings, which I have heard a ton of good things about, especially from other YouTubers such as Gingium and Car Passion channel. The idea behind these is they're going to help stiffen the chassis since the doors are effectively part of it with a roadster such as Miata. So quick install, we'll be doing that first, followed by this duckbill spoiler. Decided why not change up the rear a little bit, and again heard great things about the fitment on this piece and I think it looks pretty sweet. So with that out of the way, we'll also wash the car since it's in deep need of a cleanse. So let's get started. Alright, so here's the stock bushing. As you can see, after 20 years or so, this rubber gets nice and squishy, which means there's going to be a lot more play as the door is resting over here. So to remove it, super easy. There's just two 10mm bolts. The new bushing comes with new bolts, so we'll use those. And keep in mind you're gonna probably have to play with the alignment a little bit so that the door closes nice and easy and stays into position. So before I fully tighten this, I'm just gonna verify that that lines up nicely. All right, so that feels pretty good to me. I'm gonna tighten this thing down. All right, now we'll repeat the exact same process on this side. Alright, well that was super easy. Let's get started on the spoiler. Now you can just use double-sided tape, I'm sure, and it probably would hold up just fine. But there are some spots where I think I'm just gonna drill holes and rivet this thing on. You could also use something like riv nuts, so if you wanna make it removable. I think for now I'm just gonna bolt it in place with rivets, and at some point when I take this back off to paint it, I'll probably use riv nuts. But I don't have those at the moment, so basically what I'm gonna do is just tape this in place and then drill out the holes and then rivet it. So let's get started. All right, this looks pretty centered to me and it's not moving. I have everything in place. So what I'll do is drill my 3/16 inch holes for these rivets that are black, so they should match nicely. All right, well that's all it's gonna take to get one of these rivets in place. So let's repeat that 5 more times. This thing looks pretty sweet, I must say, and it's not going anywhere with those rivets, which blend in pretty nicely. So with those two small quick installs out of the way, let's give this thing a bath. Alright guys, well I just got back in from a drive. Honestly, I didn't expect much since these parts are tiny and they only cost 45 bucks. But I will say I am impressed with the amount of reduction of rattles in terms of going up and down the driveway and on the highway. The doors would rattle all over the place. But I will say that these bushings alleviated that. I didn't notice too much of a difference around town, but I think that just might be because I have a hard top and a roll bar. But I will say alleviating the rattles is worth the price of admission alone. So what's next for the Miata? Well, as you guys know, the turbo setup has been completed and we were supposed to take it to the dyno to see how much that thing was putting down. But unfortunately, once we cranked the boost to 12 PSI, the stock clutch did start slipping. So I do have a replacement ACT clutch that's good for about 400 pound-feet of torque ready to install. I'm gonna get a nice little detailed DIY video of that clutch install for you guys, and then after that we'll take it to the dyno. After that, I would like to do some more exterior stuff, including a bumper cut, as well as new retrofitted headlights, similar to the ones we did on the FDRX7. I'll link that above here. Anyways, if you're enjoying the videos lately, please consider subscribing. And if you enjoyed this one in particular, press that like button. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.